Hi, it's Dot and welcome to my weekly weigh-in. This is a bit of a departure from my low-carb cooking videos, but I decided I needed a little extra accountability right now. It's time for me to get healthy and lose those final 50 pounds. For my weigh-in videos, I'm going to focus on how my week went, what did or did not work, how I celebrated when I hit key milestones or goals, and which techniques help me stay the course when life gets in the way, as it does. I do promise full disclosure, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Over the last 6 years, I've come to believe that good health and weight loss is 95% nutrition, but 100% mental. Since 2012, I lost as much as 150 pounds, but over the last 15 months, I've gained some of it back. In fact, I know the date I started to backslide, June 10th, 2016. That's the day my fertility doctor told me I had uterine cancer. That's right, cancer and no children. Talk about a double whammy. 2 weeks later, I had a radical hysterectomy, which meant they took out my uterus, my ovaries, my fallopian tubes, my cervix, and about 5 lymph nodes. Hot flashes, night sweats, anxiety attacks, mood swings, brain fog, insomnia. They hit me all at once. Oh, and ladies, when you go into menopause, your body wants to gain weight, not lose it. When you lose the ovaries, your body wants more fat so that it can create estrogen. But for me, having too much estrogen was how I got the cancer in the first place. And the hits kept on coming after that. Normally, my cancer is the most curable type, but my tumor was large, or as my doctor said, filling the cavity of my uterus, so that meant I needed radiation treatment. I'm not telling you this to elicit any type of sympathy, and as you're gonna see, I gave myself all the self-pity I could possibly want. What I wanna show you is how we can be our own worst enemies when it comes to our health. It took me 12 months post-surgery to regain my strength and energy, which is normal for someone who's had a major organ removed. But up here, it's taken at least 15 months to start emerging from the mental funk I've been in. Let's be honest, finding out you have cancer freaks you out. But eventually, the freaking out has to go away, and you have to make a choice. You can fight or just sit on the couch. I chose to fight. I chose to kick cancer's ass. Since I had cancer, I know what I needed to do. I needed to move from a low-carb diet to a ketogenic diet. But mentally, I just wasn't there. I was suppressing something else that happened on June 10th. I can't have kids. A fact I chose to bury so I could just focus on the cancer. Not being able to have a kid hurts. Like hell. A lot. Rather than take that on and deal with it, I chose the easy way. Sabotage. And the bad habits came roaring back in. It was almost like they got an invitation to an endless party. So rather than cooking at home every day, I decided to eat out a lot. It was just easy. When you eat out a lot, bad carbs and extra carbs just start slipping in a whole lot more than you want. I started drinking more wine. A lot more wine. When I weighed 325, I used to come home after work and just sit in front of the TV for hours on end. Well, now I'm sitting with this and just plugging away without really getting anything done. I started snacking between meals. Okay, they were healthy snacks because I'm low carb, but I wasn't hungry. I was just depressed. Little by little, I was backsliding into my 325-pound lifestyle. But you know what? That ain't me, and I'm stopping it. Sounds simple? It is. I didn't say easy. I know I have to work hard to get back on track. Once again, my health has to come first above anything else in my life. I know that eating real foods is healthy. I have to eat when I'm hungry and only when I'm hungry. I know if I can't control the ingredients in my food, it's probably not healthy. I know what to do. I know I can do it because I've already done it. Making the decision to finally take control of my health once again makes me feel like my old healthy self before the cancer. So let's get to this week's numbers. This morning when I stepped on the scale, I weighed 220.6 pounds. On June 10th, 2016, I weighed 190 pounds. That's a 30.6 pound gain, and it is coming off. The journey to reclaim my health starts today. Now, I said these weekly postings are going to keep me accountable, and they are. But I hope they can also inspire others who are struggling with their weight too, regardless of the reason. So use the comments below to share your stories, ask questions, and encourage others. Please let me know if there's anything you want me to talk about, whether it's staying motivated, breaking bad habits, or building confidence. Ask the question. If you like what you see, please hit like and subscribe and share with your friends. And I'll see you here next week.